Hey you, get on the stick.
Yo, bring it.
Choose your fighter.
Yeah.
How's it going, lads?
Fight.
Bang, bang, bang.
Flawless victory.
SideQuest Arcade.
Oh, hey there. Welcome to SideQuest Arcade. I'm your host this week, Micro Manatee, joined by my IRL bestie, Trevor, aka War Hates Peace.
Hey there, bud. What's going on?
Oh, not too much, bud. Not too much. Not too much. Listen.
Hey, my first duo.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, it feels good. You know, sometimes gotta have a little more tight knit SQA episode.
I
That's
feel it.
code for everyone else is in the fucking wind.
You know, no. They're definitely not all on vacation or at work or.
No.
You know, we just told them it's just gonna be us this. You
Yeah.
know, it's just gonna be us this week, guys.
Respectfully.
We need some time alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, respectfully.
It's time. Yeah. You know what? We haven't talked about this yet on the podcast, but I did listen to your recommendation and watched GYO. Fuck that movie. Just dead ass. Fuck that movie. It was so bad. It was so bad.
I mean, here's the thing. Just to recap for anybody who didn't hear it last time, we were talking about, you know, the whole scope of things in media being great, good, bad, so bad it's good, and then so bad it's good, but no, it's actually just terrible. And my perfect example of that was an animated movie called GYO, maybe pronouncing that wrong, GYO, if you are trying to put yourself through that kind of pain. It's atrocious. It's the worst thing I could think of. And Flint will tell you.
Yeah, listen,
I'm
man.
not wrong.
I love shitty B movies, shitty horror movies. I'm all about it. I'm there. I'll watch them. I think, and I have like a post fucking outlined on the website. I'm gonna put it up. But I think it's okay to enjoy shitty movies like that. Just turn your brain off and watch them. Because it's almost like a palate cleanser. Like, if I watch a whole bunch of shitty movies, and then I watch a really good one, I'm like, damn, I really appreciate that more. And I can also, the way I watch movies, I can just shut my brain off and go, this is dumb as fuck. I know it's dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm going to enjoy it. GYO, however we say it, my Japanese pronunciation is terrible despite the lessons I am taking. Fucking garbage dumpster fire. For so many reasons. Okay, usually I can find like a redeeming quality of a movie. Like, yeah, the acting was atrocious, but at least like the world that this movie set up was interesting. Or the world building sucked, but you know what? The actors tried their best. There was no redeeming qualities. Oh, hell yeah, you get the big water jug too. Fuck yeah, brother. Hydrating.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Because, you know, initially, when the movie starts, and, okay, like, if you go watch it if you fucking hate yourself, skip ahead, I don't know, like 20 minutes, okay? If you really give a fuck about spoiling a B movie. But the premise of, like, mecha zombie fish attacking, that's dope. That sounds cool. That sounds like a story that, you know, at the very least could have good world-building implications. Like, oh shit, like, what's the global response to fucking sharks with legs coming out the ocean? That's dope. How's the army gonna react to that? There was none of that. Okay, I got one funny meme of a shark breaking down a door. If you've seen that meme online, that's where that comes from. That's the only good part of this whole movie, I would say. Personally, I laughed at that, and then the rest I was like, why am I watching this? None of the characters were likable. Hold on, you went dark on me, brother. You're good. It's my head.
Hey, we're good.
Okay.
It's just so disgusting.
It's,
like, Oh my god.
Okay.
It's vile. That's I don't use that word to describe movies because why would you need to? But this movie is vile.
The characters
God.
are cardboard. Okay. There is zero world building. Okay. There's no military reaction, and people genuinely don't give a fuck that the entire ocean is coming out to attack everyone. They're just like, yeah, let's just continue business as usual. I'll take the subway to work today, Barry. Can't drive because there's a fucking shark with legs on the freeway. No one cares.
There's a giant squid.
No one cares.
Oh my god.
No one gives a fuck, and they're just going about their business. I'm like,
It
dog,
doesn't make any sense.
if one fish came out with fucking mech legs out onto the ocean, the fucking governments, wherever they popped up, would be quarantined. There'd be fucking a ring of soldiers. Fucking Trump would be on the nuke button, like ready to rip. Like, what city am I taking out today? None of that shit happens. Everyone I saw one soldier the whole movie, I think. Like one actual dude, and he got murked immediately. There was the hazmat guys, but there was zero reaction. And then additionally, and I feel like you'll appreciate this point, Trevor, because the premise was a bunch of fish came out near a battleship. It was like a World War II experiment gone wrong, right? So they're in the Pacific. You're telling me, okay, that at the same time all those fish came out to attack Japan, at the exact same time they crossed the whole Pacific Ocean and popped up in the States, and then also the Atlantic and popped up there. That's bullshit. That's horseshit. Okay? Japan would be getting murked, and every other country in the world would be like, well, I guess we're watching the ocean now.
Yeah.
Just like, no shit.
Setting up like anti-defenses.
Yes. But they're like, no, everyone died, bro. I'm sorry, everyone everyone got fucked on. That's it.
You know what, Flint? I appreciate your passion. It feels like I'm watching me getting mad at Endgame, and I love it. I love every minute of it.
Fuck that movie, dog. I was so mad. And you know how mad I was? Because I was searching the movie, because I'm like, there's no way. This shit premiered at a film festival, dog. And it was critically acclaimed. How? Who did that?
I mean, like, critically acclaimed in what way? Being the worst movie? I mean,
here's why. I learned. I did the research. I was that pissed. I'm like, I need to understand how this came to be. I need to know, because there was zero. The only redeeming quality other than the meme was there was one character that was kind of interesting, and it was the journalist. He was sort of interesting. I was like, okay, I can dig it. He was okay, right? Everyone else sucked dick. The reason it was so critically acclaimed is because the manga was like everyone.
Yeah.
Because the guy that wrote a whole bunch of other horror manga, and everyone just nuts all over his work. So the anime was riding the coattails of that. But what they did was change the whole fucking story. All the characters are different. Well, they're the same, but the main characters got swapped. Those stupid side characters, the two girls, they're not in it at all. The uncle character is way more impactful. They were just like, what if we like just kind of took the story, but then took out all the explanation, and then just made an anime out of it, and XD. That's what happened.
For anyone who's interested, it's out there. You can view it.
You can.
If you won't have to look hard. It's not recommended, but again, as Flint put it beautifully, if you've watched too many good things and you just need to be reminded of what it's like to just see utter garbage on screen, GYO, the animated movie, is here for your viewing pleasure or displeasure.
I can't believe they put that shit in a fucking film festival, man. I don't know. Whoever made that,
come on, bro.
Gotta be sitting in the boardroom meeting going, nah, not this one.
Dude, maybe it was a media share film festival.
I don't know. Something.
All right.
Oh,
wow.
No, it was hitting different.
Flipping the table, dude. Flipping. Going from the worst to the best. Have you seen yesterday's episode of Attack on Titan yet?
Dog, I'm a whole season behind, brother.
Oh my god, bro. Holy,
Whole
bruh, this
season.
is the moment to just let it rip, okay? This is the moment. Just catch up, okay? Because I was so worried about this season because of how good it is. Did you read the manga?
No.
Okay, I ain't spoiling shit. But here's my worry. So remember the scene at the very end of the post credit scenes at the end of last season,
Mhm.
where Levi, they're all on the roof arguing, right?
Yep.
So that scene, I was super worried that it was going to be the last moment of this season. And then in the opener of this season, they have the basement door. I'm like, shit, they're gonna get to the door, season over, right? I was so worried. But as of this episode, this week's episode was episode 5, I believe. I think it's an 11 episode season. They got to the point where the beginning of next episode will be the outro, the after credit scene from the end of season 3. So we are already to that, going into the halfway marker. So I am so excited, but I'm also a little confused because I don't know at this point where the season's going to end. Because if we get to the we have some stuff going on, but the basement is like that's all that's left.
That's the big shit.
The basement, so obviously that was the whole objective of them going there. So I'm really curious as to what they're going to do because I guess they could fit it all in. But that excites me. We've been waiting so long. I was like, come on, just speed run this season in the best way possible. You did so well about speed running things before and trying to just make the best out of a certain amount of episodes, and I like it. Even if I have to wait years and years, I don't need it to be like a 30 episode season or something. What I need is for you to just get through the story, tell it really well, don't feel like you're shortchanging me, but also don't give me a bunch of filler I don't care about, and just do something super well executed, and I think that's what they did. So,
Hell yeah.
Homework. Catch up on this.
All right. I just caught up on One Punch Man, so we're doing okay.
I got to do that. I this season I've let a couple shows even Dororo, I let that go.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let the episodes go because I really enjoy the shows, but something happened where I was just like in a little break. And now I don't feel the urge to absolutely watch it, so I wanted to stack up. Because I know if I start watching it again, I'm like, I gotta get the next episode. Come on, guys.
Dude, Dororo is one of those ones too, where I want to watch it all in one shot. I feel like it's a lot stronger as a whole. Like week to week, I was getting pissed off. I was like, fuck, they're really cutting it here. I gotta wait. Fuck you, Dororo.
Yeah, but they're also mixing in some filler stuff, which I don't hate. But there's plot that doesn't need to happen.
Yes.
And it takes up time. So one episode, you may just see nothing happen. It's kind of like what they're doing with Shield Hero.
Yep.
Rise of the Shield Hero. They are taking, some episodes, just nothing happened. But it was a fun episode. Like, the universe is just fun. The characters are fun. Some of the characters are fun. And
asterisks.
So it's just enjoyable to watch regardless. Attack on Titan, I don't want them to be like, we're going to this hot springs. Oh no, a ghost. I don't want that out of Attack on Titan. I just want you to roll with the punches. It's just like continue to be this dark thing. Once you add filler, it just it loses that darkness, I think.
Yeah, you lose that traction, and it's hard to get it back.
Yeah.
Once you lose it. So, but yeah,
I'm super impressed.
I will definitely catch up on that. And you got to catch up on One Punch Man. You know what? I remember when the trailer came out. I was one of the people on Twitter. I was concerned. I was like, "Fuck, I don't know."
Yeah, same.
Animation looked too polished. Did not have the same feel. I wasn't expecting the greatness that was season 1 because that was fucking lightning in a bottle. There was no way that they were gonna do that again. Just the amount of favors that Madhouse called in, the amount of animators that had on that, that was never gonna happen. Yeah. Unless you wanted a bunch of animators to drop dead from time crunch. Right, but JC Staff,
or you could just give up your other product.
That's true. Yeah, JC Staff actually doing a sick job. There's one animator in particular that's killing it, and you can tell when he takes over a fight scene because you're like, oh, that's when it starts getting super blurry. It's usually like the big fight of the episode. He takes over, and it's pretty dope. And they're beat for beat following the manga, which I've already read, and they're doing a good job with it. I'm happy. I'm content, and I feel like people are sleeping on it because everyone was freaking out at the trailer, saying this is going to be dog shit. And then now that the show's out, I've just been hearing crickets from my anime goons on Twitter.com. I haven't heard shit. I haven't been looking for it, but I haven't heard shit.
This season's kind of crickets. This season, as a whole, I feel like
this is a setup season for sure.
Yeah, which is weird though, because like I think it's just because like the last couple seasons were so good, but it's like, come on, even for a slow season, this is still better than many of the seasons of the past. Plus, like we got Shield Hero, we got Dororo, we have One Punch Man, we have Attack on Titan, and then there's still some other good shows. I mean, depending on like what genres you like, there's okay stuff, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad stuff, but there's a lot of bad stuff regardless every season. Well, so I guess if you're not into, did I say Demon Slayer too? If I didn't, Demon Slayer.
You didn't, but yeah.
Demon Slayer, Ufotable, holy shit. So, granted, I mean it's a lot of action stuff. So
yeah, if you're into more,
you're not into that
drama, romance kind of stuff.
But at least, like, I don't know, Attack on Titan's very, very dramatic. Like,
it's very Game of Thrones.
I feel like that's
like there's a lot of politics and moving parts. At least from what I've seen, I haven't seen.
Well, in that one season there was,
yeah.
And in season 3 there definitely was. But, you know what, Flint? Dare I circle back? How was your week, bud? How you doing?
You know what? That was a good circle back. My week was good. My internet been fucking about. Cornfield getting a little hazy, so I haven't been able to play too many online games, unfortunately. Even like big titles, like I tried Battlefield. I was getting like 300 ping on that. Smite was giving me 200 to 300. I was like, you know what, man, I can't. It happens from time to time. It's frustrating. I gotta just fucking roll with the punches. So I just switched to single player games. I catch up on anime and movies and stuff, and it is what it is. So I played a little bit of Space Hulk Deathwing, which is a Warhammer 40k game. It's fun, good time killer. If you're into Warhammer, I would definitely check it out. As far as shit I've been watching, I watched a couple movies last night that were pretty interesting. I was on that schlocky horror grind. I was fucking browsing through Netflix, looking through some shit. I don't know. You heard the movie The Babysitter?
The what?
The Babysitter.
Oh, that like comic.
Yeah, it was like a weird comedy horror kind of thing. Had like Robbie Amell, Bella Thorne in it. It actually, critics hated it. Fair play. It had a weird tone. Like it was skirting the line between like being a serious horror movie and being a meta comedy kind of thing.
Like a scary movie kind of thing.
Not
movie series.
Yeah, not a scary movie thing. Like they definitely had a plot and they had like serious characters, but there was a lot of weird tension breaking joke scenes thrown in, like character interactions that you wouldn't expect out of a horror movie. But it's only an hour 20 minutes, so I wasn't mad. It was a good time filler. And then I watched one called Ghost Stories, which I thought was going to be absolute dog shit. Just based off the trailer, I thought this is going to be terrible. It actually had a fucking amazing cast that I didn't realize until I started watching, because I didn't look at who was in it. I just watched the trailer and went, wow, this is going to suck. Premise of that was a ghost hunter, or he's like a paranormal disprover. Like he goes in, he fucks with like psychics and stuff like that. His mentor gives him 3 cases and says, you have to prove me wrong that there isn't some spooky shit in this. So he's going to like these 3 different.
I think I saw a trailer for this.
Yeah, and I looked at it and I thought, oh, this is gonna be just horrible. This is gonna be like shitty B-movie material. But fucking like Martin Freeman's in it. There's another big name, kind of younger British actor in it, and it was really well done. Relied a little bit too much on jump scares, but the scenarios they presented were interesting. And as the movie goes along, I don't want to spoil it because it was a bit of a mindfuck, but I genuinely enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to.
I'll have to check this out.
Yeah, definitely. If you got, I think it was an hour, 25 minutes, hour 30 minutes. You got time to kill. It's not a bad watch. I'm not a huge fan of movies that over rely on jump scares, so that's like the only negative takeaway I have from it. But overall, the general plot, the story, I was like, damn, I'm actually interested in this. And anytime Martin Freeman's in anything, he steals the screen. He's such a good actor. So definitely check that shit out. How was your week,
let's
buddy?
get down to the queue.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good. You know, this weekend been on that triple worshipers grind.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I went to MomoCon on Friday. For those who don't know, it's the
USA.
anime and gaming convention here in Atlanta on Memorial Day weekend. And you know, I guess I'll start on that. I for anybody who goes to conventions, especially has gone to a lot of them, you know, I've been to like 15 plus now. I mean, not different ones, but 15 of like, 4 or 5. And MomoCon, I've really fell out with. I don't know how many people we have who are close enough to even go to MomoCon, but it's so great. But in all its greatness, I think now they have such a huge following that they're trying to pander to too many people, which is, I think, why I don't like it. It's kind of hard to say, because let's say I took back all of my experience from going to conventions, right? I'd never been to one. This is my first one, and I went to this year's MomoCon. Would I enjoy it? I would. But would I enjoy it as much as I did during like the first time I went to MomoCon? I don't know. It feels like one of those things where they're trying to appeal to too many different walks of life in the nerd community, and they're not focusing enough on, even just like the two things that are in the subtitle, like animation and gaming. Personally, I would rather them focus on gaming, because it's at the Georgia World Congress Center, which is where, if you went to DreamHack last year for Smite Worlds, that's where that was. So DreamHack poorly utilizes that huge space. MomoCon does not. They fill every inch with something to do or something to buy properly. It's not a bunch of things spaced out. It's very tight knit, and even with that, it's just not enough for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm cynical again because of my experience and all the things I've been to. I've seen all the AMVs there are to see. I've seen all the all the different types of panels I've been to. There's a lot of reoccurring panels from like studios that just come through and they do the same spiel with just some new content. Maybe in that, but I don't know. I'd like to have hope, because conventions are so much fun. It's like you go and it's like this huge ordeal of like, oh, this is all the stuff I like. This is the niche stuff that's really for me. And especially in like having the biggest conventions in the South in Atlanta is so huge. It's right in my backyard. But I don't know. I'm still gonna keep going. I'm still gonna spend my money, but it sucks to just go and be like, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go home now.
That's pretty rough.
But it was cool to go see my boy Coop and the skill shot
Hell yeah.
Stage they had there. So boys on the come up.
Hell yeah. It's always good.
I was disappointed though, because I was trying to get some art, and my room is just, the whole thing's decked out with art, whether it's like actual art or it's like anime gaming stuff, as you can see in the background, like BioShock Infinite in the Death Parade, and that's One Punch Man and Fate Zero clipped in. But moved into a new office, wanted to try and get some stuff that wasn't going to be cringy, that you could sell as like in the middle, like no one really noticed maybe is from a gamer in an anime. There's some good scenery art I found, but it's just most of it was still just unfortunately little too borderline. Or they just got like one person with their titties out kind of thing. You know, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. I was so disappointed because it's like this big gaming convention. I found 2 Borderlands things for sale for art. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's plenty of t-shirts, but I was like, come on. And they both had Moxie. So it's just like, you're not buying that.
Yeah, you can't
At
sell
least not for
that
your
one.
office or something.
Yeah, you can't swing that. Absolutely not.
But there's some retro games too. So I was looking at it because, you know, now I got the PS1 and the GameCube. I was looking to pick up Ape Escape. I really wanted Ape Escape. Couldn't find anybody who had Ape Escape 1. Unlucky. Trying to get some of the early James Bond, specifically like Nightfire or Agent Under Fire for the GameCube. I found Nightfire, but it's, I don't know, the copy wasn't that great. So I was like, eh. So plan for next weekend. Benny and I are gonna head out, little journey to go to these couple retro game stores. They're like 45 minutes away, and goal: Ape Escape, Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, obviously, Tony Hawk's Underground if I can score it. And then I don't know what else yet.
Mario
So those
Baseball
are-
quality title if you can pick it up. Like
Honestly, I feel you. Bro, yes. Even the soccer one, I really like.
dude, soccer
The
and
was
baseball,
so much-
top tier. I fucking love
Yeah.
Super Mario Strikers. Oh,
There we go. You
the
got the
only-
name down.
that's
My
the only
boy.
soccer game that I will fucking sit down
Same.
and play. Miss me with that FIFA
Holy
shit. Mario Strikers every time.
Dude, I really liked NFL Street as a kid
Yeah.
for the PlayStation, and it has those like you can jump off the wall mechanics. I love that. And Mario's like, hey, yeah, we got that too.
Yeah.
What's up, nerds? I'm like, my boy. Hell yeah.
Make your roster, bitch. Do it.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I gotta look for that now.
Yeah.
So trying to get those, not spent to, dude. So like, Super Mario Sunshine was $65, which granted, I've seen that price thrown around. Like Smash is always like $60-something.
Yep.
Thank God my grandma had that copy laying around on mine. And it's not that I don't have the money. It's just that I don't want to spend that money on it.
Yeah.
I love it, but it's like, come on, bro, you're really killing my nostalgia vibes here. Like, I don't want to have to spend like $150 on some games that have been out for 10, 20 years.
Yep. I
Like,
hear you.
Like, I get it. They're antiques, or some of them are at this point. But like, let's not try to make something of this, right, bro? You want to throw hands? Come on.
Yeah. They're heavily banking on the nostalgia. They're going.
Yeah.
How badly do you want to relive your childhood? You want to relive it for $65? You could do that. $70? Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
I wish they would come out with so you know how they redid like the NES and the PlayStation where you can just go pick it up at like Target and it's got all the games loaded
The
into
classic?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got it for the NES and the PlayStation so far. I don't know if they have it for anything else.
Super
But-
Nintendo and Sega Genesis.
Do they?
Yep.
Okay. I want them to do that for the GameCube for the love of God, but I feel like they'll never do it because they're making, people are making too much money off resold copies of Smash and shit.
Yep.
Like, on God, I would sell a nut for just one GameCube that has so many of those classic titles that I want.
Yes.
But I don't think it'll happen.
People have been petitioning because the Switch has the Virtual Console for NES games. They're saying,
Yeah.
Switch definitely has the power to run a fucking GameCube game. Like, why don't you just release it and just say,
I'll spend money.
yeah,
Dude, if they remastered Sunshine, I'd insta-buy. I'd spend $60 on that.
yeah,
Don't quote me. I mean, I'm gonna do it, but I
like
I don't wanna have to
Odyssey
say
level
that loud.
graphics for Sunshine gameplay. Fucking
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm talking about this to just remind me. Remember that game called Monkey Ball? I think it was. Is that what it was called?
Super Monkey Ball? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's
That
just
game is fun too.
nostalgically thinking about that stupid ball rolling around. Oh my god.
You know what game fucking sleeper good? Time Splitters.
What?
You ever play Time Splitters?
It
That
sounds
shit.
familiar. Hold on.
That shit. Time Splitters 2. Oh my god. On that game got me through so many fucking sleepovers as a kid. It's like, man, we don't feel like playing Smash. All right, fucking crack in Time Splitters. Let's go. Had a stage builder. You could fucking, it was like 16-man deathmatch or something online with the GameCube when it had that functionality. It was wild.
I never had this as a kid, but this is like the same kind of shit I would do with James Bond. Just have people over, and set up that death match. Put the bots in there. Man,
Yeah.
that was so much fun.
It's that, except you can play as a monkey, so it's superior in my.
Oh,
You can play,
yeah. I mean,
play as a chimp. So
I mean, come on. But does the monkey have the odd job hat? I mean,
no, but he could have a rocket launcher. Pretty
I
good.
mean, you could do that in James Bond too. It's a Sentinel. You can have the Sentinel where it's got the camera too. You guide that thing, man. Oh my god, I remember all the cheese stuff you could do, and
Oh yeah,
man,
they didn't balance
I want it.
anything. They were just fucking.
Oh my god,
This
dude,
is
it's so
busted,
much
and you
fun.
know it's busted, and you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it.
Dude, I'm gonna get it, and then Vinny's gonna be like the only person to play it with me. I'm gonna farm him so bad he's gonna get so mad and never play it.
Absolutely.
But it's gonna be worth it for the first round we play together. I can't wait.
Oh man, that's why my buddies from Hamilton, when they come up, I crack open the TV with Mario Baseball and I fucking thrash their ass like 13-0. Just like, I'm like, hey man, you gotta strike me out. They're like, fuck you. First inning,
No.
fucking 13-14
Now-
nothing. Like, oh yeah.
While that's impressive, can you smash him at the baseball game in the new Mario Party?
That's, you know what? I haven't even tried. I haven't had anyone over since my Switch came.
That
came
is
through.
so hard. It is actually incredible. It is. It's like you don't realize how bad your reflexes are until you play that game. That's a hashtag trust.
Oh.
Bryce and I played rounds of it. We're like, there's literally back-to-back rounds. We had no hitters.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Dude, I know how bad my
But it's 'cause
rhythm
you
is.
can-
I'm playing that drum game. I can't fucking hit shit. I don't need
Well-
baseball to remind me.
I don't know what it is, dude. It's something about it, because like, you play Smite and you'll have those like 800 IQ plays, and you just have like these Ultra Instinct plays, and then this stupid game where it's just a ball and a bat, and you just got to hit the stupid ball somewhere.
Yeah, can't do it.
You just get far. You just get far.
Those man, I can
Oh.
get farmed in Smite, and I can get a little frustrated. If I start fucking up in like a rhythm game or shit like that, I don't know why, but it sends me over the fucking face of the earth. Like, I can do this. This is easy. But I mean, shit. Everyone's got their triggers. You know
Dude,
what
I
I'm saying?
can't wait to see you play Beat Saber. Holy shit.
Oh god, VR rage, VR baby rage. Have the goggles on, be like Cyclops, like keep these on me, motherfucking laser eyes. Can't wait. Oh fuck, man. You know what surprised me about MomoCon? Because you were sending me pics, and I was
Yeah.
keeping up on
Yeah.
how much Bakugan shit there was. Who plays that?
Oh yeah.
Is that popular? I thought that died in
No.
like 2004. I didn't think we were still doing Bakugan. Thought we were done with that. Maybe
I
I'm just
don't-
not in the scene.
so-
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
For anyone who's never been to MomoCon, when you go down, when you're in the Georgia World Congress Center, to get to the main like floor of the convention, you have to go down 2 escalators. The second escalator that brings you to like the basement, quote unquote, is this huge room. It's unfathomably huge, and you get to go left or right. If you go left, it's one room off to the there's like the sales, the vendor hall, and the right's like games. So off to the left, that first booth in the corner, like right when you walk in, that prime real estate is always something that is like it's always a game. It's been Brawlhalla for like 2 years straight. And this I expected it 3 years running to be them again, because they're
Solid game,
really
yeah.
trying to get people. But instead, it's Bakugan. What? I was so confused when I get down the escalator and I look. I'm like, wait a second, what? And it was really well done. That's the sad part. Like a lot of money went into this like little competitive booth area. I'll post pictures in the Discord. But it I don't understand. I mean, it was done up so well that I was just confused. I mean, they even had tournaments and everything. Like, who understands how to play this game well enough to do a tournament? I mean, cool, but is that a thing?
I thought it was like marbles. Isn't that what it is? Like just fucking marbles, but like
it's like marble cards kind of thing. But that's what's. I'm like, all right, so I get Yu-Gi-Oh. I get all the card games. I know about them all. I know how popular they are. But I never even heard once anybody play that game. And, you know, no shame on it for people playing it. It's just very weird for how long it's been around for it to have that much presence. And me have never heard anybody play it. But, you know, granted, I don't know all the people in the world. You know.
I guess
Maybe I'm
Bakugan.
missing something.
Bakugan got dough to pay for a Momocon setup in the main area. They must be making Baku Bank, dog. I don't know. Shit.
I don't know, Chief.
I
wonder how much that spot costs too.
Probably a lot, man.
I don't know. But yeah, that was a big question mark, Spam. What I will say though is Atlanta brings the cosplay game, so that was like the one cool thing. There's a lot of cool cosplays, and you know, Momocon is like packed to the brim. Like if you went to DreamHack again, Momocon has so many more people. It's just incredible to see in a great way. I love all the crazy cosplays people come up with. So that in the experience alone is, you know, it's nice to go around and see. I need to get around to doing cosplay myself. Some light stuff. You know, I've always joked the only thing I could do is Choji. But you know what? We're turning that around, baby.
There you go.
Turning that around.
You know what it is? I found out. I'm still stuck on Bakugan. I'm sorry. I'm listening to you.
You're looking it up.
Yeah. Okay. They're relaunching Bakugan this year. That's what's going on. They relaunched the anime in 2018, and now they're bringing it up. They're coming full force with that Bakugan stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
I can't believe it.
Dude, I don't know. Would I rather hear that or rather hear they're relaunching Beyblade? God.
I don't think they ever stopped with Beyblade, honestly.
I'm
pretty sure.
I don't know.
Man,
I'm pretty sure they did. But Beyblade isn't this like let's throw hands in Yu-Gi-Oh, man. It's not like that. I mean, it's just tops. It's still just a top.
Well,
Battle tops.
My favorite were like band Beyblades, and it was literally just like sharp metal discs. Like, oh well, yeah, that could actually like kill someone if it shoots out the fucking dome. So understandable.
My mom didn't let me have those for some reason.
I don't, dude.
They didn't sell that at Toys R Us.
We used to fire them off the slide at fucking school, just like, you know, at the top, fucking 6-7 feet up, like let her rip, and you just like shoot down, clocking kids.
I had a backpack full of Beyblades like that I'd bring to school.
Hell yeah!
Oh my god, that was something else. Me and Beyblades clicked as a kid.
Man, you don't see shit like that anymore for the new younger generation. When we were kids, we had Yu-Gi-Oh, we had Pokemon. Fair play, those are still around, like the card games. But they had like fucking Beyblade, Bakugan in its prime. I guess we're getting the resurgence now, but well, I haven't
it's
seen
because electronic media is so much more advanced now.
That's
so those things for us are now just going to be game titles. Fortnite is going to be the Pokemon. You know, it's stuff like that's really going to live on and be nostalgic in 20 years.
Man, I can't. That's so weird. Man, I remember fucking
years,
dropping Tilted Towers with the boys. Like, oh no,
dude. You remember Dusty Depot?
Oh fuck! I was around for Dusty Depot. Oh, no,
I was there before Tilted Towers. Grandpa, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I remember before there was a dusty divot. Oh, fucking depot there. You're full of shit, Granddad. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's fucked up. You're right, man. I hadn't considered that. I just assumed, they keep making card games and keep making shit like that, but they're really porting over to electronic. Although Yu-Gi-Oh's always had video games, man. I'll rip a good Yu-Gi-Oh video game. You ever played one? It's actually pretty fun. It's like offline Hearthstone, but enjoyable. You know what I mean?
I would, if they came out with a really good one, I would play that. 100%. I liked that those mechanics a little better than, I mean, granted, like the mechanics are just so slightly different than, let's say, Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering. But I don't know. Maybe it's my nostalgia speaking. But I played a lot of Hearthstone. I never really got into Magic the Gathering, and I think I would like Yu-Gi-Oh the most if I didn't have to do like IRL tournaments, because I'm not interested in that. I'm not into like having to go buy my own deck kind of thing and like figure out what cards are the best. Let's just like just make a game, which I'm honestly surprised they kind of haven't done, because Hearthstone still makes so much money.
They're releasing one this year, 2019, for the Nintendo Switch.
Really?
Yep. I was looking.
I missed that. Wow.
Yu-Gi-Oh! And dude, it's the OG characters. You can play fucking Joey Wheeler, motherfucking Yugimoto, Seto Kaiba. I'm down. I'll probably pick that up. I'm picking that up. Fucking.
Dude, I'm down.
Yeah.
Is there multiplayer?
I don't know. It hasn't come out yet. I'm assuming. It's Switch Online. It's supposed to be laggy Yu-Gi-Oh! But it'll be Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Let's send it.
That's fucking awesome. And you know what? The Switch is the perfect console for that. It's like the perfect size for my compact Yu-Gi-Oh! Experience. You know what I mean? I don't know
Yeah.
if I would sit down at
Okay.
a PC and play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I definitely like have a Switch with a Pro Controller and just fucking do that. Like put it on the fucking TV or whatever. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Fucking risk some Yu-Gi-Oh! Grind it. Day one. Day one Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta.
Yeah.
And you know what? These kids ain't ready. They don't remember the cheese days of just fucking ripping out Exodia as quick as you could. They don't recall. They don't.
Hell no.
What do you mean you just win?
Why's your deck got 20 cards? You'll see.
Why do you have 6 pot of greeds? Well, I gotta draw something. Shit's not even on the field, bro. It's in my hand. You still lose, bitch. Cry more. Oh. Toxic.
We're talking about earlier this week the need for a new game that really entices, something to grind.
Yeah.
Something that's good in multiplayer and worth grinding, that we haven't done already. Now, obviously, we're gonna get back into Dead Island, and I'm talking about something you can really grind. And I've done WoW. Not interested in really going back to that. Done a lot of other shitty MMOs. Not interested in going back to that. We talked about Vindictus. The mechanics, though, they just looked okay. Like, if I had friends who were all like, hey, dude, get on this game, I'd be like, yeah, okay. All right, if everybody's down, I'm down.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't grind it in my spare time. Now, some of the boys, some of those Buster Bunker boys, playing some Warframe. So I was like, let me take another look at this game. I don't know if you've taken a look at the game ever, but I mean, it's pretty popular, so I imagine you at least seen something.
I've seen it on Steam. I haven't actually looked into it. It's like, okay, nice, it exists. That's about as far as I got.
Yeah. I feel like I never gave it a good look.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a lot of people who play it. So I looked at it, and it looks kind of like a better Destiny.
That's pretty dope.
I haven't seen much of it, so I hope that description's accurate. If somebody's probably gonna give me some shit for that if I'm wrong. But that's what it looked like just watching some gameplay. So, personally, I think I'm gonna take a look at it. Maybe add a character, just play a little bit, see how it goes. Maybe that will be the new big thing, because I know a lot of people who consistently grind that game and they still love it. Maybe that's it. I at this point I'm struggling. I'm like looking for anything that entices me to play as much as Smite does, and that's new.
It's
Borderlands 3 isn't coming out to September.
It's hard, brother.
I mean, like we have E3 around the corner, but the only game I know that I really want to get outside of Borderlands 3 that's going to be talked about at E3 is Death Stranding.
Mm-hmm.
And that Hideo Kojima, did you see on Twitter today?
Yeah, the
He
countdown.
announced- yeah. So we finally have a countdown for the
Game that I have no
imagine-
fucking clue what it's about, but I'm hyped about it.
Yeah, I imagine it's
No
going to be
idea.
the last trailer and the official release date. Which I'm like, finally, because we're talking like literally right before I looked it up on Twitter. I was talking with the boys, and I was like, we're talking about E3 coming up and what we're excited about. And I was like, if they do Death Stranded again for the third year in a row at E3 and they don't give me a date, I'm actually gonna kill myself. Like they've been teasing this so hard. I remember sitting at my computer watching every single year Death Stranding come up, and they have this all the pogs in chat, everyone losing their mind, all the conspiracy theories, for the next couple weeks on YouTube. Let's just get this. I'm hoping though in that game, I've kind of gone off on a tangent at this point, but I'm hoping that game lives up to the years of conspiracy theories that people have had about it. I feel like it will.
I
feel
think
like
so.
it has to.
With how tight-lipped
So-
they've been, I feel like it's gonna be pretty dope.
Dude,
Because
yeah, they've been incredible about that.
like even Mads Mikkelsen is like in interviews, people would ask him, he says, "Listen, I can't tell you anything because Hideo Kojima will literally come down this hallway and beat my ass. I cannot say a word." And he's dead serious. He's like, "Nope, not risking it. Don't want the beat down from the man himself." So, I think with how secretive they're being and how much teasing they're doing, it's probably gonna be pretty dope.
I hope.
Uh,
But I hope to also see some other good stuff at E3 this
yes.
year. I can't really fathom what's going to be announced. But I hope it's less of this post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
saturated garbage. It's just I'm done with that genre. I'm done. Like, granted, they put out some interesting like post-apocalyptic like zombie games. Even the World War Z, the what was that game called? Oh god, I feel so bad. It came out for the PlayStation very recently.
Days Gone.
Yes, Days Gone. It was kind of cool, but it wasn't like I'm gonna go play it. But I was like, it looks interesting enough to be like, all right, there's a point for you. But there's been so many, just like whether it's mecha post-apocalyptic or survival or zombies or not zombies. I'm done with this. All right, let's move on to some other trope and exploit the shit out of that for the next 5 years. Let this be the E3 where we do that. Throw that garbage out.
Give me
I
some
don't
good
care what it
fantasy
is.
RPGs, dog. Let's bring it back. Give me some good fantasy RPGs,
Yeah,
and
give me something that's
sorcery,
not free to
shit
play.
like that. Yeah.
Give me some give me some stuff that's not like I'm broke and I'm looking for your free to play games on Steam.
Yeah. No.
I will spend money.
Yeah.
Just give me something good.
A good RPG. And I don't want it to be gritty realism either. I want it to be like, you're a fucking wizard. You can shoot fire out your goddamn hands. Have fun. You know what,
I
Todd?
really like. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, now that I've said that, Todd Howard's gonna fucking pop out of my closet and be like, "You can buy Skyrim again." It's coming. No, Todd, never again.
We have the book version.
Oh, get the Alexa.
holy
Amazon
shit.
Alexa version.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Book version of Skyrim coming to your E3. I would love a nice first person fantasy RPG. Not Borderlands. I would like a nice like wizard shit. That kind of fantasy. Give me that first person RPG.
So I saw
And
something
good.
on Twitter, that this conversation jogged my memory. Fable 4 possibly announced at E3.
But isn't that single player?
It is single player, I believe. I don't. Maybe they're
Dude,
adding multiplayer. I don't know, but it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming.
Even if it's not multiplayer, I'm down with co-op. But can you imagine? RPG, massive multiplayer, online, first person. Can you imagine?
That's not
Like
Elder
something-
Scrolls Online. That's just. I don't want any more Elder Scrolls stuff.
Yes, but
I'm
something
tapped out.
good. Sorry, I thought I said the word good. Something good. All right, don't get on me, ESO fans.
Oh, they're coming.
Um,
They're coming. They're coming swinging.
ESO looks so bad.
Oh, it's
Just get. Oh,
it still looks like Skyrim and not in the good way. It looks
Yeah.
like clunky Skyrim combat, and I want none of it. I want none of that. I don't care if it's a little less fluid because it's first person or whatever.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? Game that I want to try, it's an old game, but they revived it. City of Heroes. Have you heard of that game?
I've heard of it, but I haven't played it.
There was a video in the trending tab of YouTube, the darkest fucking place in the world, and it was, does City of Heroes hold up in 2019? Fair warning, the graphics are dog shit. They are not good. But the amount of customization and grinding you can do for a free-to-play game looks pretty interesting. Yeah.
I
It's
remember
like
this.
it's like DC Universe Online, but good. And the game got shut down by NCSoft for some unknown reason. But private servers have resurrected it from the dead. So might be something we can try out in the interim. Like in between Smite. Like let's just go fucking punch some baddies, you know?
Yeah. Let's get on that dumb shit.
Yeah, I'm down to play some stupid games. And I think, you know, just the amount of customization had me intrigued. Like the amount of things you could change about your hero. That's pretty dope. Because I played DC Universe and I loved the world, and you know, they got all the voice actors in from the animated series, and that was dope. But I felt like everyone was just like a reskin version of each other. Felt like there was not a lot of variety, and a lot of it was locked behind paywalls. And I think it's like a $400 investment to get all the DLC now.
Oh.
In that game. So I'm not even touching that shit. Absolutely not. No. But City of Heroes, that shit's free, I'm pretty sure. Could fucking grind that just to kill some time. You know?
Yeah. I feel you. We got things to look at after this call.
We do. Things to ponder. But might be a quicker episode of SQA, but we did have a topic we wanted to chat about. It is a little, not old news, simmering right now. Tfue, motherfucker, talking about his contract with the FaZe clan. Trying to get released from that shit.
Man.
It's a whole mess.
This has gone so back and forth that at this point I kind of just don't care.
You're just not about it anymore.
I've been bounced from side to side on this as information came out, and now I'm just like, all right, you've mixed me up. There's too much drama. But let's just see the legal shit that comes out of this. That's all I care about now.
Yeah.
Been this has been question mark spam. I don't know, dude.
So, for the uninitiated, if you have somehow not been on Twitter, or you are not in the Fortnite crowd or the gaming crowd, in which case, welcome, because this is definitely a gaming podcast. Yeah, Tfue released a public lawsuit about getting out of his grossly unfair FaZe Clan contracts, and how there was a whole bunch of other social stuff. He was pressured to drink and do stunts and whatever. I'm not going to touch that, because that FaZe basically proved that was bullshit. Tfue came out, said that was bullshit. I think what that was his lawyer trying desperately to find anything that could get him out of that contract. Like,
Yeah.
Just that was clearly legal horseshit. But essentially what it was Tfue was complaining that FaZe on brand deals and various other things has an 80-20 split. So they are legally allowed to take 80% of his earnings. Important to note, FaZe has not done so, but legally they can. And additionally, he was being blocked from brand deals. So if, since he's partnered with FaZe, if he wanted to promote a different kind of gamer fuel or chairs or whatever, if it was in competition with brands that FaZe Clan was partnered with, FaZe would shut that down. Understandably, because FaZe is trying to protect the brand, but he felt like that was limiting. He didn't like how the contract was worded. He said himself he felt like an idiot for signing it, but he didn't really know better. So he wants out of it. FaZe comes out and says, look, we haven't actually taken 80% of your earnings. We've taken like 60 grand. If you listen to FaZe Banks, you can tell he's pretty torn up about it. Banks is the CEO of FaZe Clan, owner, however you want to word it. And clearly was friends with Tfue and saw, it was like a standard contract, but he didn't really collect on it because they're buddies and he feels like this is more of a personal thing, like he's getting stabbed in the back by a friend. And has said that, we haven't been treating you like shit. This contract is fine and you're just being a baby, basically. Is what I got.
But then the contract came out.
I haven't actually seen how.
And then Banks flipped the table on, and it's like, oh yeah, maybe this contract isn't so good.
From what I'll let you explain the contract, but the only other thing I had heard was that they had set themselves up as unlicensed agents or some shit like that, and that was super illegal in the United States of America. I hadn't heard the rest of the contract payment.
The contract's out. So here's my thing with it. First, Tfue's like, I'm getting screwed. The whole story breaks.
Yeah.
And then Banks is like, oh no, we've only gotten 60 grand. This is grossly unrealistic. Then it goes back, and it's like, no, here's what you're taking from me. Here's some numbers. Oh no, that's not true. 60 grand. Friendship, 60 grand. Contract gets leaked. Shows that while the money hasn't been taken, it can be taken at any time.
Yeah.
Also, the numbers don't make any sense. The percentages are just like amazingly inaccurate for what the guy should be getting. And then Banks, oh yeah, I guess that is a shitty contract. Hold on, let's rewrite that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's weird. I wonder. I'm curious as to who leaked it.
Because it has to be someone in FaZe, but
yeah, I think that's, if I remember reading it right, that it was somebody in FaZe, but they weren't going to say who it was. But FaZe confirmed it was legit. And I mean, come on, bruh. Like, it doesn't matter if you're not going to take it. The whole point of a contract is for legal binding. So you can't just be like, yeah, we put in this contract that we could kill you at any time. That doesn't mean we're gonna do it. I mean,
no, because we're buddies.
We just need to have it there,
Yeah, you're holding the proverbial gun to the guy's head. Like, we're not gonna take all your money. We could, but we're friends, right? We're friends, right, Tfue?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. Which, fuck, that's rough. I did also hear that FaZe offered to renegotiate the contract, and Tfue basically said, like, nah, bro, I'm done. Which,
now he's got creating his own work. So,
well, yeah, and you know what? I get it, because the dude's making bank. So he's looking at it like, what do I reasonably get from this partnership? We'll put the shitty contract aside, because I'm getting out of that. This is not a good contract. But what do I get out of partnering with FaZe? And the answer is not a whole lot, man. He's set up. He doesn't need brand deals or anything. Like, he can figure that on his own. I think as far as
he's not popular because of FaZe at this moment.
No.
FaZe is not the popular part of his name.
No, it's Tfue. It's not FaZe Tfue. Like, no one's putting the branding.
I've
on
never heard anybody say that.
And as far as taking it personally, I mean, I don't know what was said behind closed doors or, face to face, or if much was said at all. I feel like this isn't a personal issue. I feel like Banks just like he got super heated because his buddy was trying to cut out on him, but it's not about that. It's like, look, this contract fucking sucks dick. Friends or not, I'm bouncing. And I feel like he just couldn't hold that L, and so he had a fucking baby rage moment. Several of them on Twitter, a whole YouTube drama alert, whole bunch of shit. It's like, look, man, get better lawyers, I guess. Get people to look at contracts and go, reasonably, this is not, boys, this isn't good. Just come back to bite us in the ass. Gotta have your PR team sit with your lawyers and go, these guys are making millions.
Is this contract okay?
Yeah, fuck no. Yeah.
Is this legal?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if you're setting yourself up as an agency, but you don't have the credentials of an agency, that's kind of, yeah, they're getting investigated now. So, fuck, I guess.
Yeah, I don't care about the drama from here on, but I do want to see, because if a judge rules on this, then that will set precedents, because then whatever was said here will likely be used in any other cases where this comes up.
Yeah. Assuming
there are any other legal proceedings, which there most likely will be. I mean, like, come on. Bad contracts, that's something that is, like, so infamous in esports. At this point, it's insane. Yeah, granted, it's getting better. But
it is. But you still have some paradigm situations where...
Oh, my God.
You just think about all the contracts, people not paying their players $1 appearance fees, shit like that. And you gotta wonder, were all those orgs set up correctly? Were they actually set up or trying doing the same shit that FaZe was doing? FaZe is a big fucking org. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few others that suddenly you're calling all their players in, going, "Okay, boys, we're gonna rewrite your contracts real quick. We just gotta cross some eyes,
Yeah. Hey, I just need your signature on this receipt. Just right down here.
Just fixing this legally. Yeah, no foul play here. We are treating you fairly. Yeah, I feel like that's good, man. I think with esports becoming more legitimate, it's time for orgs to tighten up. You got all this young talent, you got all this money rolling in. Fair's fair. Got to make sure everyone's getting their cut of the pie.
Yeah.
So that to me is more interesting. I didn't see the personal drama. Did not care too much for. I did care for the actual, the actual meat and potatoes.
We're finally getting out of the gold rush part of it. Like, there's just so much money in esports now. Everybody's trying to get their chunk of it. But now you have these solidified companies that have held their ground and become large enough to be able to say they're going to be a mainstay in esports for likely ever, unless they just get bought out by somebody else.
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of, we still have like a lot of gold rush or gold diggers trying to put their name on something and just be like, yeah, we're an esports team. Check out our website and our t-shirt. Don't notice that we have 2 followers on Twitter. We're legit.
Dude, we could have a esports org. We got a fucking website and a t-shirt. We could do it.
Oh my God, we have a shower curtain. How many?
We have a shower curtain. Yeah, 5. Yeah, LG. Square up. 0.
Yeah,
0.
Guess what? Hey, Flint, you got $5 that you're willing to give the players?
Yeah, I got $5.
We already have more money to give the players than LG. Look at us. We're an org. Holy shit, we're insane.
Yeah. SQE Esports, what?
Oh my God, we're insane.
The birth of it right here.
Tryouts will be next week. See you in Discord.
For what game? We don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're still figuring that out. Just show up and suggest a game.
There's so many moving parts in an esports org. You just don't know, really, until you're on the ground. See, I can fucking got the lingo down and everything.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, that shit's it's gonna be interesting. Gonna be interesting.
Here's to some regulation. Let's see how much we get.
Yeah, I think nothing bad can come from this, and I will eat
I hope
those.
not.
I hope not. I might eat those words in a few months. Maybe some big boy orgs get shut down, but I think on the whole, this is just gonna tighten everything up. Gonna make things look more legitimate, especially to outside investors. Now that there's so much money pouring in, can you imagine all these, legit companies say like partnering with FaZe and going, wait, your fucking contracts were like what? Do you guys have a legal team? What is this?
Point.
What is this horse shit?
Good point.
So, if orgs have fucking esports stadiums, they better have a good goddamn legal team to write some contracts up. I tell you what.
Yeah.
I fucking tell you what. Well, I think that's the contract situation. Kind of wrapped up in a neat little bow. Dead Island 2, by the way, coming out.
Yes.
Put that shit on Twitter, but I like how they said, no, we're still it's been 9 years, but we're still making this game.
We know it's been forever.
We know we released a trailer and some gameplay footage a million years ago, but we're still making this game, don't worry. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Mentally, I'm just not even thinking about it because
I know you're done.
We don't have a modern version of it. I mean, we haven't seen what it's going to look like. It can be like, I assume everything we've seen is just out the window.
It has to be at this point. It'd be so dated if they did.
Outside of the location. Like.
Yeah. Throw it away.
But just whatever they come back with, I hope it's good. If it's even decent, I'll play it. But I hope it's gonna blow me away. I do not put a whole lot of hope into that, but I do hope. I have a little sliver. That this game will be great.
Looking at Dead Island and Riptide, there are some glaring, obvious improvements that can be made to that series, and it would be solid. I think if they look at the games and go, okay, what do people like? What do people hate? They tighten up the mechanics. They already got the skill trees down. That was pretty good. Fix a little bit of the progression. Fix the story elements, like being locked out of areas going forward. Fix the crafting system, because, man, I don't want to be repairing weapons every 5 minutes. That's not fun.
Yeah, I do not like that mechanic.
That mechanic sucks dick. If I have a weapon, I make a weapon, and I invest mats into that weapon, I just want to use it. I don't want to fuck about. So I think they fixed that stuff. Have a solid game, and Lord knows they've had enough development time. So ideally, this game will come out fairly polished, looking pretty decent.
But here's the thing now. They're not just competing with by delaying the release. They have more games to compete with. I think Dying Light 1 came out after Dead Island.
Yes, it did. And it is arguably the better version, I would say.
Yes. But now Dying Light 2 will also be out before Dead Island 2. So they're going to have to step up.
They are.
I hope they learn some lessons watching games like this. I don't know. It's too much of a spectacle to even really. Speculation.
Here's what I hope they go for, just as someone who's played both. I want them to lean into the bright and colorful side of things. If you're in if they're keeping the location, Dying Light's great. Half that game is pitch black, and I'm not about that. I want bright and colorful. Lean into that shit. Neon splashes of blood, fucking daylight all the time. Just go with it. Because that was the draw of the first game. You're like, oh, this is a really nice resort. Oh shit, there's blood everywhere. It's the juxtaposition of the two was really nice. And then as you progress in the game, it becomes progressively darker and dingier, and it loses a lot of that magic. I think if they lean in heavily to the bright and colorful side of California and just that whole idea, I think the game, tone-wise, will be leaps and bounds ahead of Dying Light, personally.
Yeah, I feel you. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Dying Light could also be picking up on that.
Could be. I have to look into Dying Light a little bit more. But the day-night cycle is a huge part of that game, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's, again, half the game's still going to be pitch black, and that's good if I'm in the mood to shit my pants.
But even...
I'm not half the time.
Even the daytime part of Dying Light was still, like...
Yeah.
It was still dark. It
had that-
didn't feel like this really bright, vibrant thing. So that, I think, if you had a really dark and a really bright, vibrant back and forth, would be cool.
Yeah, and
Will
then
they have that? I have no idea.
I don't know. That way, they find their niche and they can sit comfortably in it, and they will get customers. Personally,
Yeah.
but I mean, fucking, I'm not a game dev. What do I know? I just yell into a mic once a week. Oh, bullshit. Well,
I feel you, brother.
feel like this is gonna be a quicker wrap. You got anything else you want to fucking throw out there? Anything else interesting you at the moment?
Not really. No.
Fair play. Think next week we'll have more of the squad on rotation, hot dropping with us to Dusty Depot. But I think we're gonna have a quick one this week. Trevor, you got the community challenge. We SQA special did not post it last week, so we got a mulligan. You know, you guys didn't write anything in. We didn't write anything in. We're just gonna fucking reset.
You know,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
So Trevor,
We're
what
all
was
taking a break.
what was this week's community challenge, Trevor? Hit us with.
You know, we might be reusing the one that we were gonna post last week,
Sure.
but again, we decided to give everyone a break. We're really thoughtful people.
Yeah.
So, and the thoughtful people we are, here's the community challenge for this week. How does everyone feel about the big brands, the big developers that, you know, were built up over the last 20 years, dare I say, longer, you know, especially for single player games. You know, when you think of great games or great studios, you always think of, you know, oh, like Bethesda, oh, there's Blizzard or Activision. You have your list depending on what types of games you like. But in the current age, where you don't have to be one of these huge devs, or even in the current age where the go-to list is evolving, some of our beloved are not doing so well. Some have even disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Others, like Epic, seemingly skyrocketed out of nowhere over the past few years. Even though they do own Unreal, in terms of games, has definitely skyrocketed. So, how do we feel? Do we care about that anymore? Is it, oh, you know what, look at this new, you know, Bethesda game. It's Bethesda, so it's got to be good. Do we still have that feeling? I feel like it's gone. I think it is. I won't give my full thought on this yet. I'm definitely willing to hear what everybody thinks. But I think that in the current age, either we're going to get a new wave of developers that are going to be our go-tos, or there's just going to be so many good ones that we're not going to be so worried about it. It's not going to be so much, you know, worried about a resume. We're not going to hold everybody to this huge standard. It'll just be like, oh, that game looks really good. It's the genre or the gameplay I like. Great. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Let us know. Hit us up in community challenge.
Yeah.
We'll post it this week. So yeah.
Totally.
Okay. Hell yeah.
We totally won't screw this up 2 weeks in a row.
We can't. Statistically. A 50-50 shot. Coin flip.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I'll pimp us out, wrap us up, and we get the fuck out of here. Have a quickie episode this week. That being said, thanks for making it to the end of the episode, guys. You want to check out some SQA content, sqapodcast.com, place to be. Got all the episodes in video and audio format, posts from the hosts, whole bunch of shit. Check it out. You want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow the podcast at SideQuest Arcade. You want to follow myself, you can follow me at Micromanatee. You want to follow Trevor, you can follow him at War Hates Peace. Bryce, you can follow at _Silent Reveries. Brian at SQA_Happiness. And Matt at Madman Matt YT. You want to listen to us audio-wise, we're on Spotify, SoundCloud, TuneIn, PodBean, pretty much everything. You can listen to us on any podcasting app you want. If there's one that isn't available to you, let us know. We'll put it on there. Video episodes are uploaded weekly, same time, roughly, as the audio episodes on our YouTube channel. Just search SideQuest Arcade on YouTube, and you will find us, no problem. And if you want to chat to the hosts, you know, maybe you think YouTube comments or Twitter messages are a little impersonal, you can hit us up on Discord. If you join the SideQuest Arcade Discord, there's an invite link to that on every video and every audio episode, as well as the website and all of our official Twitters. Check that shit out. We're pretty much always in there, ready to chat. It's a good time. Good time hanging out with all the whammies. That all being said, Trevor, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. It was a good chat. We covered a lot of topics today. God damn.
Yeah. We speed ran.
We speed ran that shit, but it was good. Well, fucking compact. No
My
rambling.
pleasure. My pleasure.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for joining me, Flint.
I appreciate it, Trevor. Thank you. Thanks for thanking me. And thank you to the whammies for coming by this week, giving us a listen. Any
Hell
new
yeah.
people, welcome. Hope you join us in the long term. But that's the end of the episode, and we'll see you next week on SideQuest Arcade. Bye-bye.
Peace.